This is Terry Buffalo in the commentary for Black Gold Southern Soul on WCBT 1230 AM 102.7 FM, live streaming at WCBTradio.com. I had a thought. I wanted to do a little experiment. I want to see if there is a way to give an illustration and a measure of how free our minds are or are not from Western domination and Eurocentric culture. And I thought about it when I was recalling Roots and the scene where LeVar Burton is converted from Kunta Kinte to Toby. And I wonder how people, because so many people remember that scene, but if you think about it, it's really a valuable exercise to understand how much easier it is to say Toby than it is to say Kunta Kinte. And I'm listening to all the news that's coming across certain airways. It's not coming across mainstream media, news media, about the things that are going on in Burkina Faso, in Africa. And some of you may know or be familiar with it, and some may not. And just to be able to clearly say Burkina Faso, it took some time and some effort for me because it's not something that just automatically, comes out of my mouth because I'm not used to speaking it. And the president of Burkina Faso is Ibrahim Touré. And lately I've been paying attention to the point where the capital of Burkina Faso is Ouagadougou. And I heard it and I thought it was interesting, so I kept repeating it, Ouagadougou, Ouagadougou. And then I asked myself, what does that mean? And I Googled it and it came up with a response that Ouagadougou is a place of dignity and respect. That is the meaning. That is not necessarily a description of the capital of Burkina Faso, but that's what it means. And it seems like that is what Ibrahim Traoré is striving to bring to and from Burkina Faso. And so I ask myself, how many people, because I know what it's like to be narrow-minded and unwilling to look at other aspects of our culture. I'm not going to say other cultures, I'll say our cultures, that we can look to people who look like us and try to understand what they're saying. And it would begin with us, and we do it on both sides. Oh no, I can't talk like that. We do it right here in the United States, talking like a Southerner, a Midwesterner, a Northeasterner, in the United States. And we have a tendency to shut down people who don't talk like us. And so I wanted to see if people would try to say Ibrahim Traoré is the capital. Tying it up, messing it up right there, but I'm going to leave the goof in there, and I'm not going to mark it off as a blooper, but I'm just going to show how I can recognize how I'm still bound by Western culture, slave mentality, that I can say Ibrahim Traoré is the president of Burkina Faso in Africa, and the capital is Ouagadougou. How many of you will even attempt to say Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou, Ibrahim Traoré, Black Gold, Southern Soul from WCBT?